Hello.
Hi, Chris.
How are you?
Good.
My name is Christophe Bonzi and I come from France, Aix-en-Provence in the south of France. So I arrived in 2014, January. Before that I was in Singapore for 1 year in 2013, and before that I was in France. So I moved to Singapore to work in the restaurant as a restaurant director. And then Singapore is now Asia. It's like a modern country, like in Europe, and I really wanted to be in Asia, so a more traditional, more local country. So I was looking for another job, Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia. And on that time, people were talking about Myanmar in 2013. So it was like people were talking about Myanmar, the new country, opening country. And even I didn't know where was Myanmar at that time. I said, okay, where is it? Okay, near Thailand. Okay, not far. Why not? And so I came here for holiday in November. It was in November 2013. I came here for 2 weeks. So I make a trip around Myanmar, and I start looking for a job, and I met my former boss who owned a hotel. And actually there's how can I say, like a good feeling. And they say, okay, Christophe, we want you to come and work with us. And at the beginning, when I arrived in Myanmar, I said, okay, the country is a bit dirty compared to Singapore. It's not like developed like Singapore. I was a bit, I don't know, I was like in the middle, yes, no, should I come or not? And so I make my trip for 2 weeks, and I would say the few last days before I'm going back to Singapore, I say no, actually I like, it's interesting, challenging, and okay, I will take the opportunity and I will come here. So I arrived in 2014 January. Since 7 years I'm still there now. And why Myanmar? There's no reason, it's like a coincidence, I would say. I love the people. They are completely different with other people that you can find. I mean, if you go to Thailand is nice, they smile, but you feel that, especially when you're a foreigner, they feel like, okay, they see you as, okay, like a USD, you know? They smile, but actually they want you to spend, I don't know, here they are more like innocent. They are curious because when they meet people, they want to know where you come from, what are you doing here, and they want to learn from you. All the stuff I have, I can see that they improve a lot, and you teach them, and you can see that they improve and they learn. They really want to improve the skill. So yes, I like Myanmar people. Yeah, the culture is interesting because it's totally different. It's like I said before, the culture is different, so it's not easy for us to understand every time, to adjust. But in another hand, it's interesting because you feel that, okay, the way how we think and the way our Myanmar think is different, and it's interesting to understand. It's interesting to see that, okay, we are same, okay, with 2 arms, 2 legs, and the brain, but we think the different way. And sometimes I even reconsider the way how I think, because I say, okay, I think maybe they are right the way how they think. Like for us, the Western style, every time we are thinking about, okay, next month I have to do this, next year I want to buy the house, in next 2 months maybe I will go on holiday, you plan too much, but you don't think about the time, the actual time. You just think about tomorrow you have to do this, after tomorrow you have to do this. And local people, they are thinking more about now, what they are doing now. They don't care about tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. Even when you ask them, okay, tomorrow, after tomorrow we can meet. Yeah, okay, but they don't know, they don't, you know, the time, and no, they don't focus on this. And I think they're right, because they enjoy the time. And for us, we're just thinking, okay, tomorrow I need to do that, tonight I have this, and in 1 month I have to go there. So you are thinking all the time about the future plan, but you don't think and you don't enjoy the right time. Okay, so my favorite thing is moringa for the food. I like eating moringa. It's a fish soup, but not too strong, and it's with the vermicelli. No, I mean like a thin pasta, thin noodle, and they remind me a bit like my grandmother when she make the soup with the vermicelli, thin noodle. So every time I eat it, I feel like okay. Then what I like the climate in Inle, because it's cold at night and cool at night and hot during the day. So it remind me my city in France, in the south of France, where at night it's cold and during the daytime it's really hot. And even the cloud, when you see the sky in Inle, it looks like really familiar to me. Least favorite. Okay, I would say Yangon, the climate in Yangon is, but this year, because I stay here this year, I didn't go back to France. This year the raining season was okay. But I remember the previous year, it was raining starting from June until October, raining, no sun, and I said, wow, it was not easy. And you know, it's even wet, humid. But now maybe I adapt to the climate, so it's okay for me. But it's still too hot. It's still too hot. And the less favorite is the nappy. I don't like, and I don't think so. I will change one day. I don't think so. One day I will say, okay, now I like. I think this, no. Even the smell, when I smell, I say, I cannot. And the less favorite is maybe to be a bit more. I mean, sometimes I find some place in Yangon a bit dirty, and even a lot of plastic. You know, is the plastic arrived in Myanmar, I don't know, maybe a few years ago, and people now they use plastic for everything, even to buy. You go to City Express, you buy just one snack, they put it in the plastic bag, and I feel like this wastage and pollution. This is every time when I see even some restaurants, they use a lot of plastic to carry all the food, and I feel like, okay, I think some business, they must take care of the plastic. Yeah. The communication, this is a miscommunication. It's happened like every day, single day, but I talk with all my expat friends, and they face the same issue. Is, you know, you ask something, they understand something different, and they say yes. So for us, if we say yes, it means you understand. But maybe they didn't understand, and they say yes because they don't want to say no, and they don't want us to repeat. But then after, at the end, they don't do it, so it makes us more upset. Or in another one, but at least they try to understand. They understood, but another they didn't understand the same way as we want to explain, and they do differently. So at the end, we say, it was not what I asked. So to manage this every day, sometimes it can be a bit tiring, you know, when you have to manage many things and you ask, okay, can you do this please, can you do this please, and at the end they do not the way you want, so every time you need to correct, so you waste time. Sometimes you want it to do by yourself because you say, okay, it's going to be faster, but at the end it's not good if you do by yourself because they don't learn, so they have to understand what you want. So this is quite challenging. It's challenging every day, but after that, when you remind all the small things happen, you have a smile because you say, sometimes with some friends, you say, hey, last time I asked to my staff or to a friend, I asked this, and they do completely different. So at the beginning, you are not happy, or you say, okay, why did they think like this? And so then after, it's funny, it's smiling. But the culture, yeah, the culture is different, and it's different and in Indonesia and interesting to try to learn. My unique experience. I have many small unique experience, but I will say my first one is when I arrived in Myanmar. I went to Inle, so I took the bus from Yangon to Inle, and I think we arrived in Inle. It was maybe 2 a.m. morning. We didn't book hotel because normally in Asia, I used to travel in Asia, and normally you don't need to book hotel because you always find a guest house or hotel with the room available. But it was in 2014, and in 2014 it was a peak season in Myanmar. Many tourists, many foreigners came here. So in Inle we couldn't find any room, but we have a nice taxi driver who ride all around the village to try to find a room available, but we couldn't find, and we turned around like for 1 hour, and with my friend we were a bit worried because we say, what we are going to do? Are we going to sleep outside until tomorrow morning, until we can find maybe another room? And the guy was super nice. He said, okay, don't worry guy, my cousin, he has a small wooden house near the lake because he has a boat. So I bring you there, you will sleep, you will get the breakfast, then tomorrow morning we can try to find another guest house. So we arrive, he wake up the people who were sleeping and give us the 2 mattresses with the duvet because it was cold, and a bottle of water. And I said, wow, it's like super charming, good. I mean, we don't know them. In Europe, you do that. You didn't book in your room. The taxi driver will say, okay, guy, you have to pay the taxi fee because now it's 1 hour, so it's going to be maybe 50 euro. And if you don't have any place, you need to stop somewhere. So tell me where, and then you manage by yourself. So my first experience was really good, and I said, wow, it's only in Myanmar you can find this. So the rate, we say 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. Because now it's 7 years I'm here. And I can say I enjoy to be here. Every day is different, is always not the same days, which is nice because in some country maybe every day seems same, and at the end it's a bit boring. If I enjoy to be there, yes, I really enjoy to be there. It's nice because you can travel in the country. There's many places to visit, and there's still many places I didn't visit. Okay, for now is a COVID, so many roads has been closed, so we cannot travel. Many restriction, even for the restaurant now. The restaurant is closed for dining since 5 months, so even we cannot go to the restaurant or to the bar. So it's a bit boring, but I hope the COVID will be over soon. If I want to stay longer, I will stay longer because okay, we opened Authentic 4 years ago. We just opened another business, Burger and Shake, 2 months ago, and we are going to open a bar, Bo Bar, in Strand Road in 2 months. So we invest more and more in Myanmar, so for sure I will stay longer. How many years? I guess at least 10 to 15 years. I don't know if I will spend all my life in Myanmar because, to be honest, I miss my country as well, France, with the cheese, you know, the culture. When you finish working, you go to the bar to have some drinks. Morning or weekend, you go to the cafe, you drink the coffee, and you gossip on the people working. You know, this is a culture, and I miss this kind of. I mean, and to be with my friend as well, because the lifestyle I mean, even in Asia is completely different than the Western country. So sometimes you miss a bit in this country. So I don't know if I will stay more than all my life, but for sure 10, 15 years I will stay longer. Ok, donc all the best in French. Donc je vous souhaite tous mes vœux de bonheur et de réussite pour 2021.